Cats are fascinating companions, affectionate, mysterious, and often full of quirks that leave us scratching our heads. What might seem like mischief or annoyance is usually a natural instinct, or even a subtle expression of love. From knocking objects off tables to following you into the bathroom, every odd habit has a purpose. Understanding these behaviors not only makes life with your feline smoother, but also deepens the bond you share. Number 1. Knocking things off tables, aka cat physics experiments. Picture this. You're minding your own business, maybe reading a book, sipping tea, or trying to focus on work. Out of the corner of your eye, you see your cat inching closer to an object on the table. A paw stretches out. Tap, tap, nudge. And then, crash. Down goes your pen, your keys, or if you're especially unlucky, your full glass of water. For many cat owners, the first reaction is pure exasperation. Why are you like this? It looks like mischief for the sake of mischief, as if your cat takes pleasure in ruining your day. But if we step back and look at it from their perspective, this behavior isn't mischief at all. It's exploration. Cats use their paws the way we use our hands, to test, prod, and learn about the world. By pushing an object, they're discovering how heavy it is, whether it moves, what sound it makes when it falls, and whether it behaves the same way as the last object they knocked over. In other words, they're doing their own version of science experiments. This is why the old saying, "Curiosity killed the cat," exists. Cats are naturally driven to investigate. Knocking things off surfaces provides mental stimulation, satisfies their hunting instincts, and sometimes, yes, even gets your attention. Think of it like this. A cat pawing at your antique figurine is essentially testing the laws of gravity, just like a toddler dropping toys from their high chair. The difference is that toddlers grow out of it. Cats? Not so much. And here's the silver lining. A cat only feels comfortable enough to indulge in these experiments when they feel safe in their environment. If your kitty is confident enough to push things around for fun, it's a sign you've provided them with a secure, loving home. So the next time you're scrubbing red wine out of your carpet thanks to feline science, try to see it as a weird little compliment. Number 2. Sitting on your laptop, aka the warm keyboard throne. You've got a deadline. Your laptop is open. You're typing away, finally getting into the flow. When suddenly a furry body plops down across the keyboard. Work session over. Now it's cuddle time, whether you like it or not. To us, this looks like blatant attention-seeking. And in a way, it is. But it's more than that. It's connection-seeking. Your laptop, from a cat's point of view, is a triple win. It's warm from use, it smells like you, and it clearly has your focus. In other words, it combines 3 things cats crave most: heat, familiarity, and attention. When they stretch out across the keys, they're not trying to sabotage your career. They're saying, "You and this object are clearly important, so I belong here too." Sure, it can be frustrating when you're in the middle of an email or trying to design a logo, but underneath the annoyance lies a beautiful truth. Your cat wants closeness. They're choosing to be near you, to literally insert themselves into your world. And here's the kicker. Unlike dogs, cats don't show affection by jumping up and licking your face. Their gestures are more subtle. Sprawling across your keyboard might just be their way of whispering, "I love you." Number 3. Midnight Zoomies, aka feline parkour at 3 a.m. You're deep in dreamland, maybe imagining a beach vacation or a date with your favorite celebrity. Suddenly, chaos erupts. A blur of fur shoots down the hallway, ricochets off the couch, thunders up the stairs, and launches itself off the bookshelf. Welcome to the 3 a.m. Cat Olympics. This isn't your cat being possessed by some demon of chaos. It's biology. Cats are what's known as crepuscular, meaning they're naturally most active at dawn and dusk. That early morning burst of energy is simply their hunting rhythm kicking in. In the wild, this is when prey animals are active, so cats are wired to be on the move at those times. For indoor cats without jungles or deserts to stalk, your hallway becomes the hunting ground, and your furniture becomes the obstacle course. While it's not exactly restful for you, it's important to understand. These Zoomies are natural, healthy, and even joyful expressions of your cat's instincts. Number 4. Bringing you gifts, aka the sock or the half-dead mouse. Few things are more puzzling than when your cat proudly drops something at your feet. A balled-up sock, a toy, or, more disturbingly, a dead or half-dead animal. While you may recoil in horror, your cat sees this as a gesture of pure love. In the feline world, bringing food or prey to family members is a way of caring for them. Mother cats do it for their kittens. Bonded cats sometimes do it for each other. When your cat drags a mouse into the living room, they're essentially saying, "You're part of my family. I'm providing for you." It may not be the gift you'd choose, but in their eyes, it's the ultimate compliment. Scolding them only confuses the message. A better approach is to acknowledge their intent, then quietly dispose of the present and redirect their instincts with toys they can hunt and bring to you instead. Number 5. The unblinking stare. Sometimes your cat doesn't knock things over, doesn't pounce, doesn't flop across your keyboard. They simply stare. From across the room. From the end of the bed. Sometimes from inches away. It can feel eerie, even aggressive. But feline stares aren't sinister. They're intimate. Especially when paired with slow blinks. That gaze is your cat's way of saying, "I trust you. I'm comfortable with you." Where humans use words, cats often use silence and observation. Simply choosing to be near you, watching calmly, is a quiet form of bonding. Number 6. Following you everywhere. Yes, even the bathroom. Think only dogs shadow their owners from room to room? Think again. Many cats are just as devoted. If your kitty trails you into the kitchen, the bedroom, or even the bathroom, it's not nosiness, it's attachment. To them, your presence equals safety. Being near you reassures them that all is well in their world. Even if what you're doing is brushing your teeth or scrolling on your phone in the most private of places, your cat wants to be part of the action. It might feel intrusive, but try to reframe it. This is their way of saying you're their safe space. Number 7. Sleeping on your clothes. You bought the cushiest cat bed money could buy. You placed it in the sunniest spot in the house. And yet, your cat ignores it in favor of napping on your sweatshirt or a pile of fresh laundry. This isn't defiance, it's scent. Cats are deeply driven by smell, and your clothing carries the most comforting scent of all. You. Curling up in your sweater or jeans is their way of self-soothing and feeling close to you, even when you're not there. How to work with, not against. These habits. Okay, so you get it. These behaviors are natural, affectionate, or instinctual, but that doesn't mean they aren't inconvenient. You don't have to resign yourself to shattered glasses and sleepless nights. Instead, try redirection. For table knocking, set up a safe shelf with light, unbreakable items they can push around. For laptop sitting, provide a warm mat or blanket nearby and reward them when they choose it. For midnight Zooies, give them a good play session before bed, followed by a meal. For gift giving, praise the intention, then encourage them to hunt toys instead of wildlife. For clothes napping, place a worn t-shirt in their cat bed to lure them to the right spot. The key is understanding that cats aren't being bad. They're being cats. And when we meet them halfway, life with them becomes far less frustrating and far more magical. Living with a cat means embracing a bit of chaos. They'll test gravity on your antiques, demand attention on your keyboard, and serenade you with Zoomies at ungodly hours. But underneath every annoying habit lies a message. I'm curious. I feel safe. I love you. So next time you're tempted to scold or shut down these quirks, pause and remember, your cat isn't trying to drive you crazy. They're trying to connect. And that, in its own odd way, is something to celebrate.